Solar flares arrive. Buildings collapse. Only a few will survive. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. The apocalypse. The heat is scorching. Forests burned up. The sky colors red. Volcanoes erupt. The world as we know it will no longer be there. Water is gone. A new era has begun. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse. Prepare yourself for the apocalypse.
Hello everyone, and welcome. We're doing some more Assassin's Creed today. Trying to finish this up. Anyways, get our Dream Raiders game already started. Make sure you all get on in there. That we all be participating. Let's get into the game today. Alright, last thing we did was kill this guy, who is a member of the Order of the Ancients. Give me a thingy. By the way, just so we're all on the same page, we have what? One zealot left, 4 of these underlings left. So what you've got: the oil, these 3 undiscovered, the rake, and the father. And then this one. Also a few things on the map, but not gonna get ourselves too worked up over those. We need to meet a guy over here. Actually start the story in the area. All right. Some loot. Oh my god. Just random chests. I mean, there's nothing hurting, but alright. Literally where the AFA and things were meet at the west side of the town. So. Gotta find Gunnar somewhere. Not climbing for some reason. Oh, over there. All right. Oh, there's a bridge. A bridge helps. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me, fellas.
Stop that, my God.
There you are, Gunnar. And with a smile like I haven't seen in some time.
Over here. Eivor. Thought I smelt you on the wind.
Gunnar, with the speed you left home, I thought you'd been carried off by Valkyries.
I have. This Valkyrie right here. Bridget. My own heart's root. Meet Eivor.
It takes a rare woman to nail down our Gunnar.
Lavendine da, with my Zigrili.
Good to meet you as well. So, is the wedding here? When you spoke of a marriage feast, Gunnar, I hoped it would be at home.
No. We're here for the festival. And blessings. Bridget's hand must be given. You know me, Eivor. I'm forged in honor.
Forged in honor.
Whose blessing? I see no pitchfork-shaking father or weeping mother.
Glauacestus Elderman Kunan. He helped raise Briggs since she was a pup.
Have you a family, Bridget?
Naf mom and dad carried evan gilid an anun. Couldn't help drews me.
Briggs and Ma and Pa were the last high priestess and elderman. They since passed on. But the current elderman looks out.
Gunnar,
I should like to meet this elder of yours.
I hate pointing
Our
this out.
folk are to be joined.
A union forged in love. Come.
She
we'll go
speaks
find
gibberish, sir.
him. Oh, and don't blame me if he's heard a tale or two about you. What about it, Bridge?
Dim jolch. You two bags of air sich o gwmpas gilid. That's eivor gal clis llawn.
I think my name was in there somewhere.
Right? No daylight to waste then, huh?
So the elderman may have heard a tale or two about my exploits.
Not all from me. Your name will be on the lips of every skull for years to come.
And the Mercians here are not unsettled by lurking Vikinger?
They come from all over to celebrate Samhain. Most are too busy with the festivities to pay us mind.
Samhain? Is that what these carved roots are for? This tradition?
Aye. Faces cut into lanterns to ward off evil spirits and guide children home.
They have a haunted look about them. Let us bring a few back.
I like them. Let's use them. That's us. Gunnar, where are we going? What we doing?
There is the elderman. Kunan!
A good leader, seeing to his people's needs. Let us join hands when his task is done.
Yeah. Then let's introduce you to Tevdur. Hands as clammy as a dead haddock, but his heart is in the right place. And he'll be elderman after Kunan. Tevdur, this is Eivor, my chieftain.
Ah, yes. The way Gunnar speaks, I expected,
Me to ride in on a winged horse, cure the sick, the blind. His compliments are as blunt as his hammer.
Ah, more pagans crowding our table. Just lovely. Well, what brings you here?
You're kind of an asshole.
I am here to hasten my friend's marriage and drink my weight in ale. If friendship comes afterwards, then all the better.
And what has Dane friendship done for Christian Mercia? Unseated godright kings for puppet rulers?
So-called puppet kings keep your lands safe and your bellies full. I ask no thanks, only hospitality.
Apples! Eivor, wait until you try the cider. You like cider, eh? Tevdur? Cider?
Ah, you must be Eivor. Tevdur, I see you've welcomed our honored guest. Come just in time for my last Samhain.
At your behest. We welcome all pagans set upon God's own Gloucester.
Tevdur, as your harvest king, I demand that you remove the turnip from your arse and be merry. So you've come to meet the family before you whisk my Bridget away to her life as a smithy's bride.
We're honored to have her join the Raven clan, but your lush landscape will be hard to match.
I must give away girl and land in this misty season, but Gunnar is a good man, and he speaks tirelessly of you.
If you will excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
The shrine.
Now,
And with
you
so
just
many
answer one
thieves
question.
and fangs on
What
the
is she
path,
saying?
a fellow may fall in God's service.
Kunon, I do not need a heathen escort.
Youth cut down in its prime, without even the memory of warm thighs and cider to sustain him in the afterlife.
Then, by my honor, I shall not rest until I return him to you safely. Aye, Tefter?
I see I am outmatched. Though a Dane joining in praise to Saint Kenhelm, God will weep.
My lady love calls, Eivor. Oh, if you'd like to join us later, we're going hoodening this eve.
Go, may you have a fire-forged friendship. Watch for fairies, fenfolk, and fiends. I have a hand fastening to oversee, an apprenticeship to officiate, and a pig to slaughter.
It's a lot of things. Ale of a wicker fire.
Sour. Kunon humors these pagans too much. It is the first thing gone when I am Elderman. Fires and magic. Spirits in the air. Gloucestershire has strayed from God's light.
People need carousing, especially before the winter frost. A festival brings warmth and cheer.
God's light does not dim as the nights chill. But the winters are hard upon the children. Seeing them run around.
It lightens the heart. Are there priests in your lands? I've met a few, liked even fewer.
The profane has gone unchallenged here. I alone am the Reformation. They are a flock in need of my shepherding.
And how will you lead this great renewal?
They will fill the church's pews, and we will thank him for all the gifts he brings. Not false idols of wood and clay.
And yet, are we not going to pray at the idol of another? Is this Saint Kenelm your god?
No, and we do not call him such. He is simply closer to the Lord's ear. Low in a mead of kine under a thorn, lieth poor Kenhelm, king-born. Is this land not beautiful, Eivor?
Aye.
Look, the path is untouched by danger, so your company is not needed.
You are a kinder man than the mask you wear. But you won't be rid of me. I will keep my word to Kunan for your safe return.
What we worshiping here? Anything fun?
I don't understand this Christian praying. I thank Odin while standing. Why get your knees dirty?
To humble ourselves before God. Besides, I've dirtied my knees doing worse.
That sounds like a tale I'd like to lend my ear to.
Please, Eivor, I must pray.
Should I watch or turn my back?
Oh, Lord, gift upon this lowly servant your greatest gift. Patience.
I will not have to interrupt your prayer to protect you, Tefter.
And yet you insist on doing so. What is it you are looking at? A hare?
Tefter, get to safety.
No, just some boar.
Find somewhere to hide.
Where did they come from? Oh, the swine! Eivor, thank you for saving my life.
You're welcome!
It's good I was here to protect you. Maybe Kunan has the eyes of prophecy.
Splood, cloven-hoofed and sent by Lucifer himself. This land must be returned to God's grace.
More likely the shrine is in their territory.
Lord, we thank thee for your protection.
It's not safe here.
Give me my moment's prayer, Eivor. I ask only this.
We should return to Gloucester. Unless you'd like to thank the little martyr here for tonight's feast.
I'm not a babe in the woods in need of constant guard. Go on without me.
I gave Kunan...
Yes, your word. And when I see him, I will say you protected me from being skewered upon those devil's tusks. Oh, and Eivor, I owe you a drink at least. Later, if you'd have one. Find me at the festivities.
Okay, well. I'm gonna go speak to Gunnar. Probably not Bridget, because, I don't know what he's saying.
Eivor, there you are.
Here I am.
So, what adventures did you find in my absence?
Escorted Tefter to the shrine of some Christian saint. Our past was not peaceful. We were accosted by a group of boars.
Odd, but path na usually safe. To the brievo.
But you saved his hide. I bet it was quite the sight. Two of you as a pair.
I kept my word to Coonan, and that spatcuck Tefter lives.
Restraint, Eivor? I was half expecting you to wallop the lad around the head and ass.
I've bridged hands with most of England, Gunnar. And I've held my temper around worse than Tefter. I need a drink.
Try the cider. It's from last year's apple harvest. Skull.
Skull. So, you invited me to a hoodening. What mischief is this?
Ni gwisgal an fel ysbrydion and creatures of the Vale. The bag for treats.
Gloucester gives their glut to otherworldly visitors, and if you dress as one, you'll get that bounty yourself.
Freely given?
She
I've
says
only
real
seen
words,
such a
but they
thing
don't make
done
much
feasts.
sense.
Then we turn you into a beastie and have you roam the hills, braying for sweets and drink.
It's hardly a disguise. Just a cloak and some bones.
Nonsense. You are the very spirit of the Mary Louved. Now, let's hooden.
That's hooden.
Become the Mary Louved, the spirit who sings for cake and ale. And you cannot have your cloak back until we leave.
I'll keep this covering. Gunnar. Trick or treat.
What business have you? Oh, the Mary Louid. Right. We're doing cakes instead of beer this year. Samhain night and the moon is high. Mary Louid haunts my door.
Give me sweets and candied treats. The kind I most adore.
Ha ha! Here then. Sweets for the Mary Louid. You've earned it.
Moldy cheese. What a great sweet there.
Can tricks the spirits see? The eye holes in this mask are terrible.
Only
Are you ready to rhyme with me?
Down the road from my abode, there is an open vale.
I've been here knocking and the walking. Now give me cake and ale.
Brilliant, that is.
Yay, more moldy
lads
cheese.
getting into their cups, scaring the wee ones.
Good.
Oh, thank the gods. We've been waiting for children all night to empty our stores so we can go to the party. Have some extra.
Look at these cakes. Sweet as honey, Gunnar. You should see this. Gunnar.
Great moldy
cakes.
cheesecakes.
What do you see?
The mist of the night.
The fuck did you say to me?
Gunnar.
I said cloth ears. Take...
Damn this.
You are either fearless or stupid, boy, to speak to someone of the Raven clan this way.
Fitting name for scavengers. Winged rats taking what isn't yours.
I'll pick out your eyes and feed them to your god.
Gunnar, we are guests here. Let him go. We can hooden more. You seem to want your nose broken, so let me oblige.
Christ, him tall.
Age me all over. It's you lot we should be burning alive.
Are you sure you You don't want to stay in Gloucester.
They know how to have fun.
Time has come for you.
God damn it.
Four spears, my leg.
Gunnar,
How did you get injured? Way the fuck over there.
Enough! Keep your brawls to the other side of the river. There's children about.
I don't answer to you, witch.
Thomas Fletcher, I brought you into this world, wiped your mother's birth blood from your face. Mind your tongue. Let's see that leg, then.
It's nothing.
careful with the old man. He's had many winters' worth of wounds.
Ti lwcus. Modron's o gwmpas to patch this lan.
Will he walk again?
The gash is deep. If I cannot save the leg, the pigs will eat well tonight.
That man called you a witch.
I lead those who follow the old ways in Gloucestershire, but I offer my healing services on both sides of the river. Gweneth, my love, go back to the house and bring me the garlic salve.
And the worms? Are we cleaning or cutting, Mother?
You're a little too excited about this, child.
Now go, child. I promise not to cut it off before your return.
Give me strength.
My mam Modron is known am a humor tywyll gydran.
I'm glad you're all finding my mortal injury so funny. Go, Eivor. Make merry and try to loosen Tevder's shoulders.
Modron, you don't have to save his leg. I will understand.
That limb will be fine, but no medicine in England will stop the dribble from his mouth. I do not work miracles.
It'd be nice if this was just a fun little Halloween Samhain. Doesn't need to get like super heavy or
With
anything.
bitter ale and sweet friends, that is a fine way to end the day. I thought the church condemned this celebration.
I hate the church. Name's Gwarim, and I turned to God just 3 years back.
You look like a man with a past. What were you before you took up the cloth?
Me? A grain farmer. Had to take up the sword a few times to protect my crops.
What brought you to God?
You know you need to change after the third night you wake up breechless in pig shit, with no idea how you got there.
That's fair.
Enjoy the festival, Gwillem.
Ah, perhaps a drink later.
I missed the last one.
Gwillem, I had something to ask you.
Aye? What is it?
Do you like Gloucester?
Ah, 'tis a beauteous place. Shame they're losing their alderman.
Enjoy the festival, Gwillem.
Ah, perhaps a drink later.
His parents shall the bring on must bitches Marian. You pay him on. These your loot.
Alone with your thoughts at last.
Eivor, perhaps. Every moment is sweeter when you are the Harvest King. All this bounty. Soon, I will join it. but eat, drink. Enjoy all that Gloucester's lush woods offer.
Very kind.
Did you elder hold tough fella Gruto?
Did everyone here just speak nonsense? The fuck?
Eivor, there you are.
Tefter.
You're well met. Gwilym here has challenged my honor in a contest of drinks.
Join us. The lad will be easy pickings.
Give me a cup.
Some ale, then.
One for me as well.
Gwilym, the warrior monk. Now we can match wills with a flagon in hand.
Ale is known to blunt even the sharpest of blades, Eivor.
To holy hearths and humid eyes, it is the best drunkenness returns a man to royal reason. Skull. Don't hurl into the barrel, okay?
The leader of Gloucester should hold more mead than that.
You are a bit green, Phil.
Staggering already? Got some on your boots? You going to start?
I feel like I don't maintain frame rate through this. Lose the battle shortly.
Good effort, Tefter. This merriment feeds my soul. Here, another drink on me for allies new and old.
Of all the ealdormen I've met, you're the most unburdened. What is your secret?
None. It is well known. The burdens I carry will soon leave this world with me. So drink to my life and death.
Death?
I am to be sacrificed in the Wicker Man as king of the harvest. Like Elderman Simkin before me and all before him.
Horrible barbaric practice. A burnt offering after poor crops. They hope well-fed gods will smile upon them.
A true father sacrifices himself for his people. Gives his all, his blood and flesh. A great honor, but a sad fate.
When you speak these words, it reminds me of the Christ.
Aye, lad. Now you can see how a man like myself sees the value in both.
A toast, then. To Ealdorman Coonan, joyous and generous. Let each man show him loyalty until he suffers death.
My friends, you are kind to me. I'd like to toast my successor, Tevder. May he wear the horns head high.
Weak. What is this? Water? I feel like Thor chugging oceans. No effect to my head or step.
You heard the man. Give him something stronger.
This'll work faster than any tonic.
Good. Give me visions of all creatures that roam these hills, and the sorehead tomorrow to pay for it.
Wow, that tastes awful. It feels good, though. Eivor, speak true. My feelings be damned. I have been an arse, do not deny it. And I, for that, I am sorry.
A colossal horse's arse. Yes.
Soft words from a heartless heathen.
Only fiercer than fire among ill friends. I can be very as nice as a spring gale.
And how nice is that?
Tefter, with Gunnar and Bridget's marriage, our clans will unite. But we could join by oath as well.
Oh, yes. My first ally as Elderman. I accept. We shall make an oath. How do we start?
Yeah, the greatest oath, and the greatest union. To the oath!
The treaty! The greatest!
Go through the battle now. Alright, start the battle! No crew's getting that 20 gold. Sell some scrolls. That's good. My cat. All right. I need to drop the tank like 3 times, so. Back to the game.
Shh. People are sleeping. More ale to seal our friendship?
This is the most drunk I've ever been.
Look out for the black sow.
Sow? Like pig?
Flaming pig. Chases you home at night. Silly words to scare silly children.
You see magic as the stuff of children's dreams.
Perhaps I judge too much. Truths I half believe. Foolishness sometimes takes my tongue.
Oh God.
I have to piss.
A great blackness chases stars across the sky in great whirls of color and light. Whoosh!
Here we are. Right inside here.
Where you need to take a piss?
Tefter! Tefter!
The fuck happened here?
Hefter! Where are you?
Keep tripping over ourselves. Uh-oh. Chicken chaser, chasing chickens. We're being chased by chickens.
Hell's breath. What happened last night?
Good question.
And the effects of that draft still cling. Tefter, are you here?
Sir, you have leveled me up. Twice, I think. Page from his journal. I am to be Elderman. I came with quite a shock, as I have made my interest in furthering my faith and the duty of Christ. The Father said that though my heart lies with the cloth here in Winchcombe, the Lord is need from me elsewhere. Heresy, devil worship, the hedonism plagues Gloucester, proper like locusts. I am to be their new shepherd, freeing them from the devil's bondage and leading the good people back to his side. I hope they will be my willing lamb. It's not good.
Tefta's bodyguard, killed by knife.
I'm glad that... Okay.
The spot has been broken, and it's covered in blood. A weapon, maybe.
I wish I was alive.
Blood. Could be Tefter's, if he was the heavy thing being dragged.
This god's throat's been cut. Open up!
Muddy footprints. Someone was hiding back here.
Come on there!
Willem's pouch. I wonder if it still has its little something stronger. But why is it here? Better hold on to it. So, what does this lead to? The murderers hid here, lying in wait while we approached outside. They jumped from the shadows to kill the bodyguards and to disable Tefter. Then they dragged him away. That accounts for everything. Except Gwillem's pouch of herbs. I'm still unbalanced by Gwillem's special something. Maybe Mother Modron will know the contents.
There he is! What is the meaning of this? Blood soaking our soil, and your weapon coated in the same!
Coonan, please. More has happened here than you can see. Give me a right to parley my innocence.
I should have heeded Tevder's misgivings about heathen party guests, and now he has paid with his life. With Tevder gone, Gloucester will be without an elderman. Eye for an eye. Your Raven clan will lose their chieftain. Get the murderer!
Sir, I'm not... Oh, god damn it.
Interesting move.
Remain steadfast. Die! Like a lame mule.
That's what we must do, sir.
One, two, brother.
Hands tacky with old blood from the new king. It would be best to lie low. Hands tacky with old blood from the new king. It would be best to lie low.
Terrible business. Poor lad.
I came as soon as I heard. Tefter is missing.
Murdered. By those visiting Danes, no less. It's true what they say. Soulless killers, the lot of them.
Well, I'm getting blamed for a lot of shit here. Do it.
Go. There's Moder up ahead.
Hello again.
Mother, it's the friend of the mangled leg man.
Eivor, you remember?
Indeed. It's a surprise to see you. Is everything quite all right?
No, it's not. I awoke in Tefter's wrecked home. Blood, but no body. Cunan's men are after me for the lad's murder.
Uh-oh. Did you stab him? Mother, can I see?
Blood but no body? We must see what has happened to him.
Do you recognize the contents of this pouch?
A very unusual blend. There is a druid who uses this mix to aid sleep.
A monk called Gwillem poured some of it into my drink last night. The effects were intense.
Search the houses! Can't have gotten far!
They're coming for you. If they know I've aided you, it'll be my head
Oh
next.
shit.
Can you...
I've seen nothing and no one.
Mother, if the stranger wants more of the herbs, they can talk to the druid Halewyn.
Yes. Halewyn's cabin is on a lake, near where the Cherwell and Great Ouse rivers meet. But he is a strange fish. Rarely does he speak to mortals, preferring the company of spirits. Now, I've business at Rollindrich. Find me there later.
Okay. Cottage is the eastern part of Gloucestershire. Is on a lake near the crossing in Claro. Not really. Go to map marker.
Hey! Those you fool!
Ah, you missed.
Won't take long. Bleeding dunghill.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm getting out of here. Bye bye. No, leave me alone. Serpentine! Serpentine! I have no desire to kill any more of your men. No!
Have a look, Sunan. That must be the home of the druid.
Seems that way.
The fellow's land is peopled by men of straw.
There's a lot of knocking this room.
Mortal be God, I am summoning a spirit of the woods and speak to no
should disguise myself.
Oh, Spirit, you have finally come. Days ago, a passing cloud foretold your arrival with droplets of sun-scented rain. But what form of being are you beneath this guise of horse and bone? From the realm of the Fae? I know you cannot say. I press no more. Whatever you be, now you are here, the ritual may begin. Oh, but the men of straw must announce you with sparks. Ignite the sky to begin anew, here at the death of the season. Until then, I await you, giving thanks in the glen.
Aelwyn said that the Wicker Men must announce me with fire. Perhaps I should set them ablaze.
A Wickerman speaks. Now let them speak in chorus. Yes, another joins the throng.
Think it's hot.
Another. Let there be cacophony. One more. One more. They roar! Do you hear them? A chorus of fire!
That should be the last one. Back.
Speak to me, O wind.
I've come to ask you a single question.
Something about your demeanor and your physical manifestation now gives me pause. Are you truly a spirit of light?
I am a spirit as any other.
Then prove it. You must know the depths of the world's mysteries before I will help you. Tell me the proper use of charms.
Very well. Ask your riddles.
Which charm summons aid for maidens?
Give me a measure of time.
Are you a spirit of darkness? If it be not so, come back and try anew.
What are these things he's asking me? There must be trinkets around his house that will help. That should be the last one. Back to the druid. This dagger is placed upside down.
Turn blade, release the pass. Round about the circle cast. In the circle, I'm going to dust the old, begin anew. Go through. Eivor! God fucking damn it, Eivor!
Their mouths are open, like they've been screaming secrets.
Soul Skulls, tell me, my friend of the unbreakable bond. Tell me, O friend of the journey beyond. Speak to me. Or speak you must. Speak to me through the tongue be dust. Oh, thy tongue be. Yeah.
A hangman's noose. A knife. And the vile smells of poison. 3 ways to kill someone.
Threefold death. Lords and the lowly die a full death. Aiming's noose stifles the breath. A knife turns quick to mud. Drink from the well, enough cough up blood. Oh, you'll cough up blood. Why am I just saying wrong words?
Two ladles carved from a single branch. The grooves match.
The rise of moon, the set of sun. 1 is 2 and 2 is 1. Day breaks. Bend the cloth. Evening falls. The shirt off. Love letter. Another year of early blossoms. Have you sent them from your side? Always a soothsayer in life. I can see you keeping the gods a captive audience. The other side. Boots had another litter. We'll be as rich as cats as we are in love. Sleep well, my.
This symbol is one I've seen carved into shields and headstones.
Celtic knot. Gather the strands magic of stow, the ward off the spirits and evils. Tied so tight the circle is sealed, and close us with the strength of the. Look at this too. Strength, apparently.
The statue of a woman, Sabrina, watches me from the water below.
Sabrina of the Severn. Long river flows like her flowing red locks. She plays in the shallow and among the deep rocks. If a maiden in peril or loss, Sabrina will give her comfort and love. If that was everything.
I may not speak to Eivor, but perhaps he will speak to the spirit of the Mary Luid.
Speak to me, O wind. Have you found yourself? If you are a spirit of light, answer me this. Which charm summons aid for maidens?
Maidens in peril are protected by Sabrina of the Severn.
Sabrina the water nymph, yes. Which is the charm that weds souls?
The charm of the double spoon.
Yes, such that a wedded pair can sup broth together. Man and woman are made of earth, of water, and wind. Which charm clods the earth, dries the water, and stills the wind?
Threefold death stops life's wind, returns a body to earth, and renders water into poison.
Threefold death is the charm. You are a spirit of light. Mabon be praised. Would you like some bread and cream?
No, just the answer to a question. This herb pouch made its way to Gloucester in the hands of a strange man. Do you know it?
Aye. A mix to help him sleep. I filled this very pouch. And over a dandelion wine, he spoke fondly of his home, Cooth-Lodrin.
Cooth-Lodrin? Very well. I thank you, Halwyn. But this spirit has others to visit this harvest moon.
Go with the wind.
Anyone can
and
pretend to be a
leave,
spirit.
good
Who
friend
cares?
of the hills.
Hey. One of the fucking hobbits' names was Mary.
Meanwhile, Modron awaits me.
By the way, so are you saying that you're rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs today, Fez? Just curious. I literally am only getting away with that title because it happens to be two things that I could get away with. Wouldn't Buccaneers fall under Assassin's Creed 4 then? Pretty sure. There's a reason why I went with those names.
Go, my eyes. I can see Modron ahead. How far has the search for me stretched?
Far enough to say it's best you stick to the countryside and wear that disguise. But Tefder's body has not been found as yet.
That night was full of drink and merriment. I do not remember much, but I had no quarrel with Tefter.
A sorry tale. Did you learn anything from Halewin?
He gave some herbs to a man from Cuth Lodren, name of Gwylim. He was drinking with Tefter and myself.
Cuth Lodren is the Welsh name for the thieves' warren. It's atop a hill west of here. I can lead you.
I owe you a great deal for all your aid. You did not have to trust me.
Tefder's fate is to my interest as well. This is a troubling development that I hope to get to the bottom of.
Let's make haste, then. I must find Gwylim and regain my honor.
First, do the Raiders battle before we regain our honor. Crew's getting here, getting all the bonuses. Just an aside, I don't usually watch football. I probably won't watch today either. Having completed that quest, let's grab our 50 gold. Back to the game. Go. Lead the way, ma'am.
This forest and all of Gloucestershire feels untamed. I feel as if I've ridden my horse through a door to another world.
Aye, there is old magic here. Old magic that would be snuffed out by Tefder and his church.
Tefter did speak of reformation. Do you think that's why he was targeted?
There are many who would claw their way to the top. Tefder's disappearance could be the work of any.
But you are a witch. Open to wisdom from the gods. Have you seen anything?
I see much smoke. Are there any rival Danes passing through who could have done it?
If it were rival Danes, we would have heard their horns by now. We are not a humble sort.
Blunt tongues and sharp axes.
Aw man, snow. Stupid snow. Yesterday was my wife's birthday. That was fun.
Sludgeon, the Thieves' Warren. This is where I leave you.
You'll find somewhere safe.
There's a shrine nearby. If you've need of me, then meet me there. Gods old and new go with you.
Aid me. Be my eyes.
Not right now. Just saying that snow sucks.
I should not be seen in this area.
Actually, I don't know what the weather report looks like. I left my phone upstairs. No, it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's snow until Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday all look like we're gonna have snow. Saturday as well. Nah. Hey Maniac, how you doing? Another one gone, another one gone, another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust. Hey, dun 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 dun.
Learn this from one of the daughters of Naimu. Their blessing and holy healing should help them. Thank you, Baron.
You've been a great comfort.
That is Tefter's voice. So he lives.
I was hoping that hit him.
You just made the list. You just made the list.
That's the hell.
You just made the list.
Well, I guess happy Super Bowl Sunday. Welcome, Maniac. Let us store in small fry 2708 to the list. Where'd he go? Above. He's dead. Where did it come from? These guys just don't understand.
That must be where Gwilym is hiding.
Okay. Not. Let's not do that game. Needlessly targeting people. Hey, buddy. I've come to rescue you.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit is right.
Eivor, you're alive. Have mercy. We're under orders. Alderman Coonan, he gave us coin to dispose of Tefter.
Then he should demand it back. Shit sail salt you are. Cannot kill a single man. You made a poor choice in scapegoat, Gwilym.
And we thought that if we kept the lad alive, we could squeeze Coonan for more coin to keep it secret.
Why would Coonan pay to have Tefter killed? He is to be his successor.
We ain't ones for details. The less we know, the better, yeah?
You chose to extort the man, but have no basis for the crime. You're imbeciles.
Look, we wasn't gonna kill the lad. We've come to like having him around. Tell him we've taken care of you.
Coonan did this? Why? I've done
Oh,
nothing.
the Super Bowl today, Maniac, is the Kansas City Chiefs versus
Wake up! Tell the Dane I've hand-fed you
the Buccaneers. I forget which city they are. our biggest football game of the year.
Eivor, we're mates, right? Had drinks together. Remember the chickens?
Speak again and I'll take your tongue.
Tafter will need to see
So
a
with
healer.
it's with
His Lord
Kansas
was
City
jungle
Chiefs being a
effects.
reference to.
I've been held for ransom by worse men.
Thank you for your aid, then. Try not to get held for ransom a third time after you flee.
Thank you,
But
stranger.
that being a reference to one being a reference to Native Americans, the other being a reference to pirates. That's why I'm going with that.
When I awoke in this demon lair, I feared the worst.
Save your strength, Tefter. It's a long ride.
Kunon. He ordered my death. I don't understand. He's been like a father to me.
I will ask him myself.
I was mulish when he
That's
spoke
fine,
of
I
the
understand.
pagans being just as we. Living in kindness, under the laws of many gods. One face, many faces. It matters not. We are all blessed to be alive in his glory.
The scrape has changed you, Tefter.
Changed me.
It's cool, I understand.
The dressings.
Makes sense if you don't know what the Super Bowl is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's easier to call it American football. That makes sense. Eivor is supposed to be like canonically one of the strongest main characters ever.
He's hot to the touch, and his mind fades in and out. But he lives.
Perhaps a sickness of the blood. Shame, shame. He was captured by the men there?
They claim to have been hired by Kunan.
Kunan did this?
I know not why. Only that he gave them coin to dispose of Tefter. You can see how well they saw to that.
They were alike once, the boy and Kunan. God-fearing Christians arguing the nature of life with me. But he softened.
Not here in the States, we call it football because we call football soccer.
Tefter to flame in his place.
Does not the right demand the leader?
If he made the lad's body elderman, then it would still be right to sacrifice.
Then he's not safe until I've dealt
We're not
with Kunan.
weird.
Can you tend to his wounds?
I'm a very good healer.
Okay.
But if the gods
Okay.
want him to join them,
Football is just a general term for any sport played on foot.
I will reveal his sins. Let his people
Okay?
decide if he deserves
Because
an
back in the day, sports were all played on horseback, and the commoners played sports on foot because we couldn't afford horses, and they always referred to any sport we played like that as football. Now,
Thank you, Mudden. And please,
it's spread to everything. It's rugby has been referred to it.
before the festival's end.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just explaining this because I know this comes up. Rugby has been referred to as football. Soccer has been referred to as football. American football is football. They're all football. Now, if you want to get on about the naming, soccer was a European. England called it soccer first. They returned to calling it football for whatever reason. We just adopted the term soccer here in the U.S. Not even our term. Just so we're all clear. I mean, it's not that big. I don't care what anyone else calls it. I'm just. This is mostly just. I suppose this is mostly just a pet peeve of saying the Americans are weird. When really not. It's just. That's just what they've been called. technically, baseball is a form of is football according to that old way it worked. It's just in the U.S. how it worked out is that American football is what ended up just being called football.
Before I'm spotted. The longhouse is a good place to start.
I'm one of those people that knows a bunch of useless info. Blend in real quick.
Where are you, Conan? He isn't here. Someone else may have seen him.
Eivor, finally tíri de chwaled.
Bridget, it is good to see you.
Eivor, what has become of Tevder? Did you faint your scarf?
Thank you. I've found Tefter alive and safe. I need to speak to Kun.
Bridget! I found an abandoned bird nest in the rafters. I'm going to take it home to Mother.
If you gather it, then the babans will do no a lay got.
It's you again. The Samhain Butcher.
The Samhain Butcher. Never mind. Gwynedd, I'm looking for Kun.
Now I want to go back and watch like the real Ghostbusters and Extreme Ghost. Because Samhain was a.
Away to Bridget. Would you like to see some magic I've been practicing?
Can you show me to Kunan if I say yes?
Just one trick, and then I can show you around. Okay. So reach into this pouch.
What, we don't get to see the trick?
And the number of stones you're holding is 3.
Wonderful magic, Gwen. But now I really need to find Kunan.
Come on, let's go find him. There are the church ladies. They don't like the festival, but Mama says they come anyway to cluck like hens. Do you want to see another trick? I can pull an acorn from your ear.
I need to find Kunan. It's important.
You're lost, Butcher.
It's Eivor. Why is that woman wearing a...
Wearing a badger.
Have you seen Elderman Kunan?
Oh, that unholy visage.
They haven't done an update.
It's past sundown, so Kunan has retired to the church for prayer.
I have business with him.
Even if you have business with him, it will have to wait until the morning. Locked himself in. Only Geva has the key.
Would Geva let me in?
She's been instructed not to. Not that I can see her following a task so simple. Girl'd forget her own head if it weren't attached.
Thank you for your help. I will speak with Kunan tomorrow. The key is held by someone named Geva. I must find her.
Like a wolf head?
Have you seen Kunan?
Hey, it's the Mary Lewis. Rhyme with me, Mary Lewis. On Samhain night, all out to flight, some to... I've messed up the rhyme.
The man tries to rhyme with all his might.
Didn't take much to outwit me. You're really
I don't know.
good.
I'll try to go for as long as I can.
Many thanks. Enjoy the festival.
personally have no problem going into the Super Bowl.
I'm looking for Gloucester's alderman.
Well, the one who still draws breath is in the church.
How do I get in?
You're not supposed to get in. No reason to enter that dump anyway. Fuck, you'd have to get me very drunk to show you inside.
Sounds like some ale will loosen this tongue.
Get him drunk?
You harbor a personal grudge against the church.
I hate this town more than I hate the building, or, Lord forbid, God himself. Damn kids here keep ruining my offerings in his glory.
Offerings?
Windows! Do you know the work, the artistry that goes into making a sheet of glass into a martyr?
The pretty glass pictures. They do break easily.
Yes, they do. Moons of painstaking work, shattered by one foul stone sent by pagan ruffians.
I'm very sorry for the loss of your work. I must get going.
Wait! One last drink before you go. A toast to Elderman Coonan. Or a toast to Samhain. One to the Mary Lwyd. Do you want to, glass?
Want the glass?
If I break the glass window, I can get into the church.
Uh-huh. That's fantastic information.
Have you seen Coonan?
He's gonna be in the Wicker Man.
Have you seen Coonan?
The Mary Lwyd! Oh, goodness, you're so frightening. What are you doing after the festival?
I'm looking for Coonan.
Right. Yes, he's in the church. Actually, if you're headed that way, this crate needs to be delivered to him. Just tell Geva I sent you.
Of course. What does Geva look like?
Badger mask, same as me. Should come running when she sees you. Best of luck, and happy Samhain!
Geva's waiting for this delivery to the church. That's my way in.
Talk to this person too before we get there.
Where's Coonan?
Mary Lwyd! Come dance with me!
Get a little bit more if we can.
Coonan?
Oh, for you, love? I could be.
Okay. It's getting weird.
Right. Gotta keep... Ah! The crate! Yes, come this way. Good you came by. Sarah was supposed to drop it off ages ago.
I don't know why I stole from... Oh. E. See if I am in the place.
Kunan is inside. I must find a way to get in.
Just break the door.
There you are, Snake Tongue.
Eivor! Have you been enjoying the festivities?
We're done with this shadow play. Tefter's safe, and I know of your plan to sacrifice him in your stead.
You think I mean to escape the flames? I go to the Wicker Man gladly, but I will not leave Gloucester in the hands of the Christian zealot.
Then what? Leave your people without a leader? And an angry church ready with holy fire?
They won't be without a leader. Modron will sit upon the Horn's throne.
Are you telling me that Modron lied?
Ha! We've turned you in circles like a dog, haven't we? Modron was the architect of Tevder's murder, Eivor.
All to take control of Gloucestershire for herself. It would be a hard grasp to hold, surrounded by Christians on all sides.
There was no other way. She had a vision. Tevder framed by flames and burning. Everything we created together.
Everything? You and Modron? Then... Gwyneth?
A man must get his house in order before his death. Feather his nest for his children.
You and the witch? This was the plan. To make me dance your merry tune, so you could build a legacy for your daughter.
I always desired Modron. So when she asked me to take the part in a fertility ritual, of course I agreed. Our union conceived not only Gweneve, but a united Gloucestershire. One that Tevder would stamp out.
This is where you failed, Kunan. Tefter is a changed man. He straddles the same line as you.
Tevder? The boy has the head of a mule. You taught him reason?
Not just I. The kindness of bandits and strange Britons. He embraces Christ and churning us alike.
Shit. Prophecy is a strange web, is it not? Tevder's reformation just needed a kidnapping and a dedicated Dane. Eivor, Modron will have taken Tevder to her forest temple. If you make haste, you might be able to stay her blade. I have much to attend to here, otherwise I'd lead you myself. Go now. Unless you plan on killing me first.
You are already a dead man. I will not make your people suffer for your actions.
Thank you, Eivor. Your mercy will be rewarded, I'm sure.
Gonna come back and bite me in the ass, isn't it? Let's do the Raiders battle. Oh, I leveled up. Get him! Jacob FG getting the Barbarian Scrolls. Buried Root. What we dropping? Speaking of Barbarian. Barbarian should be. Alright, back to the game. Alright, where are we? before we head over here. Sorry.
Getting tired? Together, lads. You.
No, I haven't.
Out of options, dog.
Well, some of the Stream Raiders stuff were basic assets, like pre-built assets. What's the name of the game? I'll see what it is. Because there's probably some pre-existing assets that are just shared. I don't think we'll grab it. Whoever finds this treasure, good job. I saw him across the cave and decided to leave a little gift. Here, I'll look at it real quick. Dungeons and puzzles. Yeah. Yeah, the assets this is using are just from a yeah. Those are all like, let me explain this. Okay. Do you know how in the Unity store you can just go and purchase asset packs that you can use to make your own games and stuff with? Like you can buy skins and things like basic game structures that you can all add your own stuff to. Stuff like that. That's probably what those are from. Even the devs of Stream Raiders have said themselves. I need to learn how to code. Anyways, I have a game I want to make. I need to learn how to do it. Copyrighted? No. That stuff you just have, those are just, like, even the Stream Raiders devs have said, like, when they started with pre-bought assets that you just have to buy a license to use. But,
Cast about it.
That's about it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's copyright. It is copyright protected. That's. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's just the way it's copyright protected allows you to purchase a license to use it instead of just not being able to use it. Period. Same as last time, I guess. I mean, after we finish the story here, we've got Stonningham up here, Winchester, and then Hampton. So 4? I guess the downside here is that you can spend 4 hours just doing the side content in one area. You know what I mean? I have enough to upgrade. Oh, that is upgraded. All right, let's upgrade this. All right. The gear I'm wearing is fully upgraded. Now we can start looking at other stuff.
Chanting. It's faint, but I recognize Mordrin's voice.
Oh.
Easy now. Something is not right. Smells like a trap.
In here. Any arrows? Okay. Wait, where's my... Oh, my God. There it is. I didn't have that up, and I am disappointed myself. Is there an animal? I thought I saw an animal. There's a What are these guys doing? Hi, buddy. You dead. Hello. Bye. Body. Oh my god. No, you could do that to sheep. Oops. Okay. The hell is this? This is a boss arena?
I stepped into Alfheim. Or is this a new realm entirely?
You're worth it.
I stepped into Alfheim. Or is this a new realm entirely?
Sweat and blood, death and birth. Turn this man from beast to earth.
Modron! Stay your blade! Or die at my hand.
I should have known Kunon wouldn't have it in him to quarter you for the dogs.
It's a cold bitch who throws her lover to the wolves for her own crimes.
You understand so little. No matter. Let me enlighten you with the fury of the gods.
Take this!
Okay, let's do this. Come on, lady.
Time!
Taste blood!
Go. Oh, well, she dead.
Do it then. Leave Gloucestershire in the hands of that Christian, and for what? Your name and some trade routes?
Do you doubt the power of your gods to sway the mind of a man? Tefter is no longer the zealot you believe him to be.
A man will lie to save his skin. When you are gone, he'll gut me and burn my people. The gods showed me this.
Kunon spoke of your vision. The Nordenir spin their fatal threats, but without your plan, his heart would remain unchanged.
Then I've no regrets. But I had a vision of you as well. One of a path that twists like the river Ouse.
A seer's spinnings twist limb and word alike. Prophecy is a river, and we are powerless to fight its clutches. She was fighting to protect her people, but she ground your name to dust. Sullied the honor of herself and her people.
Oh my.
I spared Kunan. Say your goodbyes, and keep out of my sight, witch.
Mother?
What is this? Is this... Are we in hell?
No. We're in England. How are you feeling?
I feel well. But it's a little fragrant in here, is it not?
What a boss fight. That wasn't hard at all. I am over leveled.
Attempts. Untimely death. God's blood.
You're safe, and the ceremony will proceed in Gloucester.
Your wounds should heal by the next moon, if you get some rest.
Then you have my thanks, Mother Modron. Lovely woman. Utterly terrifying, though. Let's return with haste. This cave is a place of nightmares.
I left my phone upstairs and off now. I'll be right back. My wife is special. She just called me. Couldn't call me back. Or I tried calling her back and she's not picking up.
I have returned.
Go speak to Gunnar. The fuck? The guy drunk or dead?
Gunnar, it's good to see a face I trust. Even your frightful mug. I thought this could be our shared saga, but it is time to leave. We have spent naught but a drink together.
Worry not, Eivor. You and I have many tales to tell yet. And our names ring out clear and with honor.
Yeah, a tale. Tale of Gloucester. Beautiful land, full of damned fools.
Ha! I will drink to that. You have my thanks.
Anything for you, old friend.
Then let us say our farewells to this wicker king, and then be on our way home.
Yes, Randvi will be eager to meet Bridget. Bridget and Gunnar have already gone ahead. I should join them. You owe me your prophecy, witch.
And I shall give it. You are a great warrior, conqueror of this land, and that of your birth. But at the end of all things, you will find yourself with nothing but your regrets.
I see.
Nothing but your regrets. All right.
We first met at Simpkins' Wicker Man Ascension. I was besotted with you at a glance.
So long ago. Some poetic symmetry after 20 years' prosperity.
Gwen.
Please don't do it! We can burn something else! Someone else!
Peace, dear heart. I will join the dirt that grows the trees and the barley, my body feeding the gods, worms, and even you. So I will be here. And a long, long time from now, when you're old and wrinkled like an apple, you will see me again.
Father, I thought I could be ready.
I still could not imagine watching your like a family member burned to death like this.
It is time.
Then this is yours.
This is your path, Tifter. No thorns and briars could keep you from it.
And you, Eivor, friend of Gloucestershire, you have lived up to your reputation.
I know you owe me less than nothing, but please, take care of them.
I take no pleasure in the suffering of others. You would know this if you had given me a chance.
I'll do the battle after this scene.
20 years I have been your elderman. Now these old bones are ready for my last duty. I have worked alongside you, clearing fields, brewing drink, births and deaths. All growing and learning.
The Wicker Man is ready, O King. Your altar awaits.
I am honored to be your Harvest King. With this flame set, may our crops be plentiful and our winters brief.
Despite it all, he has the ending he prayed for.
Straight to the mouths of hungry gods.
No, not the bees!
Eivor, the honor is yours.
All right.
Praise the Harvest King! Bloody pagans!
Why does Coonan have to go?
Ooh, guys, don't look at explosions.
Our Father, who art in heaven, our Mother, who art in earth, please, please accept this offering. Take of me my flesh and bone and bless. Bless.
That's just morbid. Glad we don't do that anymore.
Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Got a turnip. Great news. Alright, let's do the battle. Scroll. Buster Scrolls. That double Buster Scroll was. Alright. Let's do the 4. What do we want to throw? Throw down our mage. Place him in the back. Alright, back to the game. Back to the settlement. Espada. Epic Buster. Right. 1 second. My wife is calling.
I would like to reorganize the crew.
Done?
I'm off. Be well, friend.
Alright. They're wearing this cool armor. What fucking armor is this? I want to know. It's not weapons. Saw it in there. This one. Hell's Damnation gear. Alright. Increase armor when weapon is ignited. Restore some health on hit when weapon is ignited. When weapon is ignited. Not bad. See this full pack. Oh, it comes with that shield? Well, shit. We have that shield. Oh well.
Hey, Eivor. Hello there.
What am I?
What is it
I wanted
you
to look
do
at the shop.
What don't I do here? You're looking at a man of boundless skill and talent. I sell the finest and rarest items in the world. So rare that I have never held on to any one object for longer than a few days.
Yet you only deal in opal. Is there so much to be found in England?
Only in opal, yes. But that I can offer too. For England is not a fount of such rainbow stones. My guild, the Thousand Eyes, offers contracts that pay in opal. If you're interested, I always have one or two open.
see the shop.
What do you have today?
Let's see what they got. Got unicorn figurehead. Let's see. Celtic cross shield. It's a cool shield. I mean, I'll buy that shield. That's a cool.
Sturdy and yet lightweight. Perfect for your line of work.
I will see you later, friend.
Go with your gods.
Does he have anything to say? Because he was the one that we just did the story with.
Nice to see Sigurd back where he belongs.
I have to go. See you soon.
Be well, my friend.
Just a cool shield. Got so many resources I can just upgrade things. Have a good night, Maniac.
The Wolfgar. So glad to see
I was just
you.
looking at things. Ignore me. How much do I have in? I'm not organized. Raw material.
I can hardly begin to describe what happened in Gloucestershire. I think you will learn soon enough.
But we are allied with them.
Yes. For all our pains.
Is that raw materials? Goddamn straight.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Okay. So our options are Snottingham, which is E, or Winchester. Let's do Snottingham, get up here done.
I have received a unique summons from Snottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Billy.
Vili? A name I've not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It will be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
I will leave for Nottinghamshire today.
Good. They will be pleased.
Nottinghamshire. Let's check. This order person is... Yeah, that's Hamptonshire. Nottinghamshire might have the last zealot, though. We got Nottinghamshire. All right, well, do this. Come here. We'll come down here and grab the Abbey. And then we'll work our way up. And pretty big territory. What am I doing? I need to fast travel. Maybe. It's possible. Take command.
Let's get out of here. Run up the sail.
Go to map mark. All right.
Sing us a song.
We'll do this. Is he singing and it's just really muted? What the hell? Travel. Time to raid. Go, boys!
Won't take long. Take the plunder, burn the rest.
Oh.
Jesus God,
Let's go, let's get him. You wanna shoot me? There you go. Open the door!
Won't take long.
Force open this door. Come on, guys. We're doing it.
Give me a hand. Already dead. Give me a hand over here. Gonna feed the wolves.
Strike with me.
Your life for that. Give me a hand with this.
Huh. Four paths down, huh? Right. I overlooked that one. No, I don't think I can get to that one.
Survey the area soon.
I make sure there's not like another. It's a long. All right, this side. Forced in before.
I need your eyes, my friend.
There has to be a way in. I just need to find it.
Go up, damn you!
And I'm not completely blind, right? There wasn't a way in there from... I feel like this building here. Maybe I'm just dumb. You get yourself some Dominoes. When we get pizza here, usually it's just Little Caesars because we can pretty cheap. Cheap and we can get a lot of it. Not great, but for what it is, it's a thing. All right, I feel like I have completely missed something. Coming in here. Gotta be something. Haven't been up there. There's nothing. Nothing up here. All right, I gotta figure out how to get down. There's gotta be more down this. Has to be. I have to have overlooked something. There's a door there that I can't open. Oh, here we go.
Give up!
Let's go! It's your We'll continue the raid after the Raiders battle. Let's do it. Oh, you all bunched up at the front there. Come on, archers, let's do it. Get them. Yeah. Archer's holding off the flank there. All right, let's do it. All right, back to the game. Oh.
With me, brother.
I'm not your brother. Go. You're dead.
You're going down. Come, brothers. Let's end this.
Who the hell's shooting at me? Apparently he was shooting from down here. You are correct. This is plunder. Oh. Well, cool. That's quite the exit there. Alrighty. See you guys later. Thank you for the raid. Now what I should do.
This is taking too long. Please. My family, they've died unjustly. They need to be burned. But this fire won't do. I must burn them before they turn.
Oil jars for the fire. This should be enough.
That burns.
And here's will go to my second son, not my firstborn. My firstborn was a lout and a gambler, and he will only squander the family wealth I have so hard to achieve.
Thank you. Thank you. Now may they rest in peace.
Will they truly rest? You said the Dragas, your family...
I don't know what that first thing was supposed to be.
It's my fault. I killed them.
You go enjoy your pizza and a Super Bowl.
My family. My brother was to inherit my father's wealth. But it was my right.
Is this the second time the Buccaneers have been to the Super Bowl?
Disgrace. They were right. Now our family fortune.
I know there was a point in time where they had never been.
Worthless when there is nobody left to enjoy it
Like,
with.
within the past
I
decade.
beg of you. Slay me so I may join them in Helheim and beg their forgiveness.
Men like you deserve something worse than death. I hope your family condemns you, even in Helheim.
All right. Grab these two things, and then we're gonna go back to one place, our place to go that was a wolf hunting a deer. We'll go back to our settlement, go spend some of these raw materials, and then do the feast, because I forgot. And we'll come and continue this area. What did I just shoot? Okay. Some dude. Some dude that was just sitting there. For some reason. Opal. Opal. I think each was worth 20, so I think each was worth 20, so I think we have enough to. I could be wrong. Alright, let's... Other plate.
Hello there, A4.
Hi! Hi, you person. How are you today? Alright. It costs 65 silver, right? It's like nothing. Alright, morale boost, alright. Go here. And I know there's a one here that will do that as well. Oh, you worked the last few Super Bowls? Speaking of which. Yeah, this is the second time the Buccaneers have ever been to the Super Bowl. Lions, Detroit Lions, still never been. Grow up in Detroit or grow up in Michigan with the teams you got there. You're just sometimes you're just thankful that the Red Wings exist. Because without them you'd have nothing. Yeah, it was also their first appearance, and they happened to have won. So we'll see if the Buccaneers can keep up the winning streak. Second Super Bowl, second win, possibly. Who knows? Oh, shit. Look what I found. Anomaly time.
Anomaly number 9. Feeling okay? Any adverse effects?
I'm a little tired. That's about all. Why? You expecting something worse?
Expecting the unexpected. It's hard to fully trust these things.
I'll be careful.
We'll see. That looks like that's supposed to be there. Let this fail. Back, all right. supposed to do? Number 9. I don't think I can cross that fast. What am I supposed to do then? Yeah, no, I literally cannot get across that fast enough. Get it. I think I can get across that one then. Damn it. Oh, don't put me here. Yeah, let's just leave it on that. Oh shit. I don't know who that is. All right. I think that's right.
Why were we not told? I've heard whispers and rumors. It seems the seventh requires a human host. A human host? Do you mean rebirth? As one of them? Yes. But it's a small loss for a greater goal. A risk we must be willing to take.
All right, let that die and we'll get back on it. Comes back.
Number 9 in sight. And the voices are still with me.
That's strange. We're still not hearing anything.
Are you sure they aren't coming from somewhere else? Like, from you?
God, no. How would that be possible?
Sorry, just asking.
Oh, okay. I don't know football.
I got the data. Here it comes.
That was quite the thing. I might go as soon as my wife gets back so that we can know and watch the Incredible Hulk, because we're trying to do all the Marvel films. All right. All right, number 9 of the artifact thing. God, stunning. That was number 9. 9 of 10, right? They said at the beginning of the game there was 10, so. And anomalies. They're not quite as, okay, the climbing puzzles are fun. I like them. I mean, they're not as fun as the truth puzzles, but that's just my opinion.
This must be Snottingham. Saxon and Dane live in peace. I expected nothing less for land under Hemingway Jarl's rule.
You're a long way from Norway.
Sorry.
Really would be pleased to know it.
We have all come a long way.
Sorry, chest down in the sewer. I apologize. I wanted the tungsten ingot. Titanium. Oh yeah, the truth puzzles were great. I have nothing but like praise for them.
And I mean to stay.
Snottingham. It will be good to see Villy again.
Pour the mead! Eivor's come to Snottingham.
Skull.
Make sure the supplies are secured. We may set off at
You're the drinking guy. Oh god. Our fella, when he first arrived, his blue eyes fluttered me. But what frustrates me the most is the more I'm around him, the more I find it difficult to quieten my heart. Quieten? Keep puking, dude. We feared for our lives when they came, but truth be told, Snottingham has become a better place to live under Hemingway's rule. Gross.
Do I trust my own eyes? Is that truly who I see?
Tryggvi, you old hound, how are you?
Eivor, a friend of old is a good omen.
Look at this. Your chin grass might be mistaken for hedges now.
Ah, but a healthy Jarl beard it is not.
I love truth puzzles, they were great.
And what of Billy? I was happy to get his message.
I stand in Villy's place today. He and his father have gone to Ulkathorpe to stave off an invasion of Picts. We've laid a long siege, and Hemingway Jarl looks to finish the job.
I have not fought beside Billy and his father since we were young. They have my blade if they need it.
In spite of these war cries, you should know that Villy's father is more frail than last you saw him.
How could that be? Hemingway Jarl is an ox.
So he is. And he'll be pleased as Skull with the moon in his jaws at the sight of you. Come, the swiftest path is by river, but these waters are hostile to Norsemen. You bring good luck with you. We could guide the sail steeds downstream.
I'm ready for whatever danger awaits. Prepare your convoy, and we'll be off.
Our Jarl has waited long enough. We follow the Wolf-Kist to the encampment.
The Tale of Two Jarls. Alright. Going to unselect these, partly because they're not horribly important. I can always come back and grab them if I need to. And even then, it's still not horribly important. All right, let's do the Raiders battle. Got my rogue. A new flying rogue skin. I don't. Huh. Right, gold mystic flying rogue. Yeah. Wasn't enough. Orc Slayer. All right. Yeah, yeah. Need 15. I guess it's that up till probably need 15 up to level 20, and then after level 20, you probably need scrolls. That's my guess. Next battle. Throw down my flag bearer. Back to the game.
Hey, the Raven clan's wolf-kissed. You'll soon have more names than the All-Father himself.
I've traveled far, spilling the dew of slaughter. A reputation is the price of victory.
Aha! Indeed!
Okay, that's up. Yeah, well. Hey, fast travel. Awesome.
Ready the sea beasts. Eivor Wolf-Kissed is here to escort us upriver.
All right, let's hold along. Yep. I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna watch WandaVision.
Endelig er at gerast.
I remember when Billy and I were small children. We spun many epic yarns for us over the hearth's fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve Hemming a yarn. Is it a tale worth telling?
It is, but a sad one. I was the age you are now. Skadi had sent us a harsh winter, and much of our clan was starved. To feed us,
fuck?
my family incurred a large work debt, but my youth rendered me too proud.
Pick to shore! Protect the convoy! Oars! Back us around! The convoy's laid bare! Picked on the rich! Got the convoy!
The convoy remains wolf-kissed. The convoy is unscathed. Hemminger Jarl will be pleased.
Read sail! Make for the dock.
I mean, I know some of the spoilers. Well, shit. Sherwood Forest.
Rest
What
easy,
happened
friend.
here?
An attack gone awry. We found more of Constantine's Picts than expected. The rich have their numbers, both in coin and spears. My men were not ready, and we were overwhelmed. But I'm afraid it's not over. They know I still live. Hark! Pict reinforcements! To battle! The spirit of my men are with me, and my spirit with theirs! Ah!
Alright, let's go.
Not fair. We'll kill every king, even yours, for they squander the nobility in bursts! Ah!
I've got your corpse.
The threat is gone.
What a fight! The Pict King Constantine will feel a little lighter in the
I don't
past
want to go into
tomorrow.
spoilers if other people here don't
Thank
know
you for your
spoilers, so I
aid,
like
Call
the risk.
The name's Reacher.
Know what I mean?
Reacher Sherwin. You know, we could use someone like you in our band of merry rogues and knaves. The poor get richer and the rich get poorer, thanks to us. We've a hideout in the woods. Drop by sometime. Share an ale, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, until we meet again.
A hideout in the woods. Sounds interesting.
I mean, to be fair, one of the spoilers is only a spoiler if you know the Fox movies? That's all I'll say.
No sailor can save you now.
How
You're
difficult
mine.
could this possibly be? You knock your arrow into the bowstring, pull it back, aim and fire.
Give up,
Try
you
again.
shit.
Lord, save us all if we ever have to rely on you.
More goods, more silver, the poor grow more desperate. Everybody while the picked camps overflow with their stolen silver and supplies. Any amount can give might give it.
Again.
Has hit you for nothing.
Unbelievable. Which one of you did that?
I did.
What marvelous aim. For a moment, I thought my training was getting into these thick skulls.
Hey, he's back.
I mean,
Not good.
the next.
See if you can hit one of the targets above.
Not good. Our friends will be remembered. But now I need to plan for our next target. You lot can get back to training.
That was
Welcome,
sound
friends,
aim.
to our neck of the woods.
Amazing.
You are free to join us anytime.
I bet it was.
Yeah. I bet you can't hit that chicken. Right over there. The one hanging from the pole. Go on then, hit that hanging chicken from here. No cheating.
To hit that chicken would require some kind of special technique.
Whoa, that's mad.
Extraordinary. That was true skill and
What
aim.
is it that you do here?
On the
We borrow
mark.
some coin from the ones who have
Well,
plenty
friend,
and
you
give
can
it to
count
the
on
ones
us
who
to
need
lend a hand
them. We took
against King
silver from
Constantine
King
and his
Ale,
well-paid
jewels from Otherwold.
Or possibly
Thank you for
just
balancing
the
the
Marvel
sword.
films also going to shit.
Visit us again.
I've been pretty consistently worried.
Keep practicing!
I've been pretty consistently worried about the quality taking a huge dip.
Nothing! God's justice awaits, coward!
We'll see. Let's hope for the best. Oh, God. I may have killed most of these wolves with fire.
This area is off limits.
Now they announced a okay. They announced a writer for Blade a little while back, or like a couple days ago, and I was just questioning it because they were being like touted as one of the writers from the Watchmen series, and I'm like, okay, well that's not necessarily a good thing. The Watchmen series wasn't very good, what I recall. The person was giving me crap for that because, like, I guess apparently the writer is a black woman. I'm just like, but that has nothing to do with my skepticism. It has to do with the fact that we're talking about a series that just didn't. We're talking about a series that didn't do well, and her only other writing credit she only has one other writing credit. So she is literally she is barely tested whatsoever. And while one wasn't considered good, the other, it seems to be doing all right. But it's just not a show I would watch. It's just not something that I am interested in. Neither of these things means that she's going to be a bad writer. It just means that she doesn't have enough work to show me if there's any consistency to have any expectations of. But I'm gonna like, well, unless because this person is just giving me shit because apparently for whatever reason, because they happen to be a black woman, that actually matters somehow. I just hate how stupid of a suggestion that is. That like I have a problem with them just because they don't have because I personally have a problem with them not being white because I looked at their merit, looked at their credits. That's stupid. I didn't say it was gonna suck. I hate people. I hate people, and they always go to that when you're not just giving immediate praise. It's just so dumb. Blade could be good. I don't know. I'd have no way of knowing, because it's not out yet. Ah, did I just rant for no reason? I just ranted to no one. Whatever, it's not a big deal.
Careful, Eivor. These supplies bring fire to the Ulkathorp.
Alright.
I have orders to go to Stonenberg, but our camp is just ahead, so hurry on without me. Vili and Hemminger Jarl will be pleased to see you.
I mean, the important part was someone was giving me shit because I wasn't immediately praising a black female writer that was announced for the Blade series because she was in one bad show and another show that's just a show I wouldn't watch. So she doesn't have a large enough body of work for me to actually judge her. I don't know how she would be, and I never said I had a problem with this. I just said I don't have any expectations. I couldn't possibly have expectations based on that information. Do everything right. Give everyone absolute benefit of the doubt, all the credit, and you can still be called a racist. You know, you do nothing right. So fucking stupid. If it was a white man and it had the same track record, I'd still have no expectations.
Shred my sheepskin. That there is Eivor the wolf.
Eivor! Hail! We have...
Freya's kiss. You came. Welcome.
Your son sent for me, Hemingway Jarl. One of the happier messages I've had in England.
I wish I could expand on this happiness with good news. But we are in the center of a storm. And yet, my old heart sings great songs at the sight of you. You look good, Eivor.
Well, I've never watched the High Republic.
Healthy.
Whatever that is.
My heart sings as well. It's good to see you again.
Yours is a poet's
I don't care what you are. I don't even really care how well tested you are. You could still be a really good writer with very few credits.
We must end this soon, before the weather changes.
The whole of my clan would be here if you called them.
I'm gonna judge you based on what you produce.
These men are flies for swatting. Even now, Tryggvi rides for Stonebur. Should any pigs escape,
I don't know.
it will all be ended by this time.
Guess they were triggered when I said Pen 15, just not something I'd watch.
You have known me as your Jarl for an age. And I have known and loved you all since you were babes. An easy burden to bear.
Let's hope you fight better than you age, old friend.
You're not slurring, Billy? Have you mislaid your ale?
Today, you do not fight for me. Not for each other. Today, you fight for your children. Fight so that they may grow. So they may be good and just as you are. For them, today, we take back Ulkerthorpe.
Tryggvi and Eivor have brought us arrows and oil to bring firelight to the Picts, to feed their traps. The first to signal from the top of that tower, their war chief's weapon in hand, drinks my mead for the month.
Thorsbeard, it's good to see you, Billy.
Oh, is it? Or have you come to snatch glory from my calloused hands?
You can have your glory, Billy. I'm here to support you and your father.
Such humility. Where is the Eivor I once knew?
Old times, then.
And new alike.
Fight, Hemminger sons. Bring victory today. For tomorrow, we feast!
Light the arrows! May they burn with flame unbridled!
The pig chief hides.
Like, am I being completely fair? It's like... Fuck, I didn't like, I don't like Rick and Morty. I explain why I don't like Rick and Morty. Welcome home. What's up? Yeah. Flaming weapon. wolf masters around. This is the first wolf I've seen. Oh, there we go. What are you talking about? The great value meals are fine too. Probably, they're all like frostbitten. Or not frostbitten, but like, you know what I mean.
Chief will make his stand in the tower.
If you open them up, they're like all ice. Freezer burn. That's the freezer burn is the word I'm looking for. God damn. Am I not able to get close to this dude? Oh shit. a big old weapon.
You're injured.
No, stop. I'm fine. There is more blood here than injury.
Pride cannot heal you, Heminger. Only care and bandages.
My clan fought well, did they not? You saw it. The heart in these people. How they rallied behind their Jarl.
You have that effect on men. They trust you.
And they love my son all the more. But he lacks the trust of our Thanes. And I am running out of time to persuade them.
You are sick.
And you accept it. Unlike my son, he thinks me immortal because he must. He does not want what I have to give him.
Was it Billy who summoned me, or you, Heminger?
I thought you would come faster if it was Villy's name you heard first. I need your wisdom, Mayfor. Your discretion.
You have it, of course.
There will be a thing soon, in which the nobles must name a new Jarl. And I am torn. I would have my son follow in my steps, but he is reluctant. He follows his warrior's heart. Others will name Tryggvi, a fine man with a mind for leadership.
Nope, still broken.
But his lineage is tattered, and he is less bold.
Both men are honorable, but they do not hold a bearded axe to Heminger Jarl. Let us not burden ourselves with the all-thing choice yet.
Your sight is clear and your mind is sharp. Let that guide your thinking in the days to come. Vili departs for Kinder downfall soon. Ride with him and talk like old friends made new.
If I see any Valkyries lurking nearby, I will send them away.
I can fight them off a while longer. Vili waits for you below, A4.
Before I leave, I would like to try to just... Before I leave, I'm going to try to get this thing. Here we go. Ability upgraded. Kick of Tyr. Spartan kick. What do I have equipped? Russian bash. I think we're gonna place Russian bash. What does the upgrade give it? Kicked enemies will remain down and at your mercy. Sounds good. I get. Oh, nice. Three more people I have to find. Alright. Let's do a Raiders battle and then we're gonna call it a day. Start the battle. Technically 432 if you include mastery levels. Right. Well, no, it doesn't add it to the number below, but you can count your mastery levels. I have 2 at 11 and 1 at 10. That's 32. I am gonna raid someone though, so give me a minute. Give me a minute to find someone. Japanese? What? Alright, let's raid. Lady Aquarius, go ahead and go say hi. Alright, see you later, Fez. Take care.